Hi guys, so I'm here with another book unhaul video. As I've mentioned in previous unhaul videos, I've had a huge reshuffle and organisation of my shelves, and in doing so I have come across books that I know I'm either not going to read, that I've read and not enjoyed, and basically are just not going to be read. So these are all going to be donated. So yeah, for one reason or another, I'm not keeping any of these books. So the first book is To Turn Full Circle by Linda Mitchell-Moore. This is kind of a historical fiction novel, and it was one that was okay, but that I didn't really love, so I won't be keeping. I have Dash and Lily's Book of Dares by Rachel Cohen and David Levithan. I have read this book. It was sort of a Christmas type book, and I really didn't love this one, didn't see what all the fuss was about, so there's no point in me keeping it. We have All Our Yesterdays by Christine Tyrrell. This is a young adult novel. It's been on my shelf for a really long time, and I've never gone to pick it up. I have Texas Gothic by Rosemary Clement Moore. This is a book that I have read. I've had on my shelf for a long time. I think I got this kind of not long after starting BookTube, and it was okay, but I didn't love this book, so again I'll be parting with that one. I have Hour of the Bees by Lindsay Edgar. Just not one that's appealed to me, so I will be passing this one on. I have The Hollow by Jessica Verde. This is one that I picked up at random in a discount bookshop, and I have never gone to pick it up, and I think it's part of a series, and I don't have the rest of the other books, so we'll be parting with that one. Relentless by Cassia Leo. Again, this is a book that I've had on my shelf for a really long time, and I've never gone to pick it up. Secrets and Sapphires by Leela Rashid. I think this is a historical young adult novel. I think it's kind of a bit like Gossip Girl type thing, but set in a historical setting, like that kind of I don't want to say drama, but that kind of thing, which is not my kind of thing, so I'm going to pass on that one. Then I have 3 books that are all part of the same series, but I don't know what books in this series they are. I think I have book 1, 4, and I don't even know. But it's The Stravaganza by Mary Hoffman. So I have City of Swords, City of Flowers, and City of Masks. This does actually seem like a series that might be my kind of thing, like historical intrigue and action type series, but as I don't have the entire series and I don't even know what order these are in, if I was to start this series, I think it would be one that I would get on my Kindle, so that I didn't have these books taking up bookshelf space. So yeah, if I do decide to read that series somewhere in the future, it will be on my Kindle. Then I have Just One Day and Just One Year by Gail Forman. I've had these on my shelf for ages, and I've never once gone to pick them up. I almost got rid of If I Stay and Where She Went as well, because again they're books that I've had on my shelf, but I think that I'm more likely to read those than I am these. So if I haven't read them during my next reshuffle, I'll probably get rid of those as well, but at the moment I'm going to keep those. I have A Stitch in Time by Amanda James. This is some weird time travel thing, and it doesn't appeal to me at all. I know I like some time travel books, like I love the River of Time series, I love Outlander, but this one does not appeal to me. Then I have Purity by Jackson Pearce. This again is a novel I've had on my shelf for years. Like whenever this book came out, I've had it that long. So like 2012, something like that. Never gone to read it. I do have some of Jackson Pearce's other novels, and to be honest, I am almost certain I'm going to get rid of those as well at some point. I have Sisters Red, which I read didn't love, but I've kept, I think I've got 2 more of her books. I think Fathomless is one of them, but I have high hopes for Fathomless because it's a her other series, this is a contemporary book by her, but her other series is like fairy tale retellings, like Sisters Red is Little Red Riding Hood and Fathomless is The Little Mermaid. So I'm really torn to get rid of them because I love the fact that they're fairy tale retellings. So I might try and read Fathomless at some point and then decide from there whether I keep them or not. I'm not sure, I'm undecided, but Purity I will be getting rid of. Then I have Deep Blue Eternity by Natasha Boyd. Not quite sure what this is about, but I haven't gone to pick it up, so I'm going to get rid of that. Then I have Witch Struck and Witch Fall by Victoria Lamb. Now, I almost went to get rid of these in my last book reshuffle, but then I kept them, and then I've still not picked them up. I don't think I'm going to pick them up, but if I do, they'll be ones that I get on my Kindle. It's not a series I've heard a lot about either, but I know it's sort of historical and witches, which should mean that I really like it. But in case you can't tell from this, I don't want to say I've gone off YA because that's not strictly true, but I just read less and less of YA kind of appeals to me now. I'll see other booktubers talking about them, and I'm not as quick to pick up and buy a YA book. So yeah, I don't quite know what's brought about that change. It's nothing conscious, but yeah, I don't really go to read them anymore. I am at the moment in a huge Regency / historical romance, not rut because that sounds negative. I'm really actually enjoying it, but that's kind of what I'm enjoying at the moment. And actually I've always enjoyed that as a genre, even before starting my booktube channel and really getting into YA because of Twilight and things like that. I have always loved historical and Regency romance. That's just my niche. That is my favourite thing to read, and yeah, I've been reading more and more of that, and also like adult contemporary romance as well, like Samantha Young there. Love that as well. So that's kind of my favourite thing to read. And then lastly, the book that I'm going to get rid of is Black Ice by Becca Fitzpatrick, same author as the Hush Hush books, and I think I've got rid of my Hush Hush books like in like one of my very first book clear outs. I think I got rid of them because that was a kind of an odd series. Like I couldn't decide if I loved it or hated it. It was just a bit odd, and I've never ever gone to pick this one up, so I'm going to get rid of this one as well. So that's everything, guys, for this book unhaul. If you've read any of these books and really enjoyed them, please let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Happy reading.